we're going west, or for you anagram lovers, we're going stew. This week on Hapless Heroes. I got a nose flute. That's what I'm working with.
Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening. And we will start this evening as we start every other by introducing our cast. Starting on my right with Francesco as the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom.
I have a plan.
To his right we have John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
This god is much more dangerous than I once anticipated.
To his right we have Phil as Hedrick the Entertainer.
We're sneaking along, but not singing a song, side by side.
To his right we have Zach as Pregnart.
Oh, hello, it's me. We're going west, I guess.
To his right we have Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
Westward ho! What?
And to his right we have James as Hoblet the Smasher.
Good evening, friendos.
We left off last time after having descended the balcony down into the killbox room, as it has so apparently been. The party has resolved to travel west in anticipation, in hopes, in the attempt to find the North Gate.
So, yeah, we are in this grand fortress of Arakanor in, like one of the layers of heaven where essentially, good and evil, the legitimate battle of good versus evil is happening outside the gates. And we also have, a crazed deity roaming these halls who may or may not.
Who apparently murdered people.
Murdered her own
Only if we fall
celestial
asleep.
guards. Yeah, so, this is going to... Well, no, I think that... No, let's not even... I just think...
Doesn't work like that.
No, just... Will probably do terrible things to us, period.
This is like one of the Freddy sequels where Freddy's outside of your dreams too.
Yeah, kinda. We need to we have to solve a lot of problems here, but the first thing we need to do is head west. So we're traversing through this keep. Let's go back west all the way to that main destroyed sort of foyer room where we first kind of found ourselves coming into here. That she had destroyed. We're gonna go quietly and slowly, and I'm going to send Slim through every door before we go through.
I want to mention something quickly. Hoblet was a little bit nonchalant up until this point, but because this lady was my, the godmother of dwarves, so I figured if we ran into her, maybe I stood a chance of hey, I'm a dwarf, let's just fucking calm down. And now she killed 7 of my dwarven brethren. So Hoblet is going to be noticeably more cautious about everything.
Calm down is always the first thing you say to a grieving widow.
Right. Yes. Well, just maybe we could help you. And I don't think that that's going to be a real thing.
We do plan to
I just
help
wanted
her,
to say,
but yeah, no, probably not.
Sure. But this shook me, seeing 7 dudes killed in their sleep, all with swords. That's, I'm a warrior. I go to sleep with my weapon. That was not a fun sight for
Hoblet is shook. Wow. Okay.
He's on edge.
Yeah. I just wanted to add that another anagram of going west is E.T. Songwig.
Oh, thanks. Yep, relevant to my stuff too.
You guys are such shits.
I would like to unsubscribe from Cat Facts.
You can't. The joke's on you. Also, I wanted to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
I wanted to talk about its own egg.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a shit.
It's just fun. He's just typing in
Who's got-
everything we say into an anagram creator. That's gonna. We are going off the rails, and we are like just minutes into this episode.
Record time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Record
Okay. We're gonna bring it back in. We're gonna bring it back in. We are headed west at some point. We are still in the that long room.
Yes.
No one's told us we're leaving yet.
And I said we're leaving, and I'm sending Slim ahead through each door that we go through first, and kind of getting a quick, like, waiting a beat, letting her survey, and then we all traverse forward. Like,
Yes.
why I have a familiar, so we're gonna do this the smart way, and scout ahead before we just blindly enter a new space.
How long does Cast Grace last for?
It's got
Let me
a,
check. Oops.
it's got, as I say, it's got a pretty good duration to it. I know that. I just don't remember if it's like an hour or if it's like 8 hours or.
Duration, concentration up to 1 hour.
Okay. I don't know how long we've been muddling around.
Not an hour.
Not an hour. That's good.
All right. So heading west, Slim Shady is able to survey the 25-foot hallway first.
Yes.
And nothing going on in there. No one's passed through. And then back into the 25-foot square foyer that you initially entered and almost encountered Berronar True Silver. And you once again encounter the ruined tables and 7 torches left upon the wall.
Still exactly as we left them. Nothing. Yeah. Okay. It's fine.
Exactly as you left it.
One overturned, or was this that room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the one where there are 7 that are still there, counting the 8th that was overturned.
Okay.
Got it.
Let's open the west door.
Opening the western door, you find another 25-foot hallway.
We're trying to go west, right?
Yep. Let's
Yep.
keep
This-
let's
Continuing
keep it
on.
going.
We open the western door. Let's head
Looks-
west.
Yeah.
Yep. But again, Slim surveying. So I'm assuming only one door in this hallway at the end. Inspecting that door and then opening it and sending Slim through to scout ahead.
All right. Through the hallway on the other end, you encounter a large cavernous room. The first thing you notice is the platform that is about 10 feet out and, let's say, 15, 25, 30 feet wide. The room extends much, much further, both north and south. And just beyond that platform, if you were to look down, and I assume Slim Shady would, you find a set of what appear to be some sort of tracks.
So when you say a platform, what do you mean by a like a suspended platform and then below is like a cavern?
More like a train platform.
A train platform. Interesting. Okay.
As you look down and you see some tracks about 5 feet below.
Oh,
the
tracks.
platform.
I'm sorry. I was thinking like tracks like an animal would leave, not tracks like railroad tracks.
Yes, something more metal and railish.
Okay. Going which direction?
A train
North
left these
and south.
tracks.
North and south. Interesting. Okay. How far does this go south?
You cannot tell.
So it goes pretty far.
Yeah, more than 120 feet.
Beautiful. Okay.
It
We
is,
wanna
by
go
the
north.
way, dark in this room, aside for one torch that is just next to the entrance that you came in.
Well, Hedrick
So
still has
beyond
light.
its light,
Yeah, Hedrick still has light on his drumstick. So you're not going to be walking around in the dark, bud. All right. I mean, no signs of life in here, though, right? Just this sort of this platform and like this track, but like nothing that I can at least observe in the vicinity, as far as like anything to be concerned about.
nothing that you can passively observe.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make a perception check with Slim. and have her actually survey. Let me just pull up her sheet. Got it. 14.
The 14. The things you can perceive. This room is probably about 60 feet wide. The tracks are pretty near to this side. There could be more. Maybe there was room for more further out that way. Slim can perceive the drip of water somewhere to the north. Very light, one drop at a time. And the cavernous echoes further on into the distance. Slim Shady has dark vision, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so Slim has the normal 60 feet of vision into the dark, going in any specific direction.
Yes. And actually, hold on. I forgot that Slim has advantage on perception checks, but that's fine. It's fine. We'll do it next time if I have to. Because she has keen senses. I just realized that. Okay, that's fine. But otherwise, coast is clear, so I'm going to flip back to Felix, give the all clear signal, and then we're going to, which is just like a thumbs up, and then we're just going to walk, I'm going to walk in to the cavern.
All right, and you walk into this cavernous room that happens to have a set of railroad tracks in it.
Yeah, and at the platform, there's not like some sort of cart or any sort of vehicle or anything like that, right? These are empty.
Yes, there is nothing here that you can currently find. It is empty.
Okay, fair enough. What do you think? We should just head north along the tracks?
Seems prudent.
Let's literally get on the rails of this story.
If only I had a train whistle. I don't.
Pity.
Is James looking for a train whistle?
Kid's got to have a train whistle down here, right?
Well, that wasn't too bad.
I got a nose flute. That's what I'm working with.
Well, your nose flute plays a mean
There we
train
go.
whistle.
I like that your bag of strange instruments has sort of become now a bit in the show.
Yeah,
I love it.
I got to add to it now. I got to get the fucking train whistle.
Your nose flute plays a mean train whistle. Someone hang on to that. That's definitely like an unlisted track on your next album.
There you go.
Love it. Anyway, we make our way down this
Yes.
this tunnel.
Yes, you guys follow the tracks to the north, I presume, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. To the
I'm in
north.
love with this.
So, I mean, these continue to go. Like, are we like? I guess like what's just like give me the next sort of landmark. I guess we notice as we're heading north, right? I just sort of feel like we're just going to continue on until we see something like noteworthy.
Yes. You do follow these tracks on through the darkness to the north for... this is pretty expansive. I would say something like 500 to 700 feet. I'm not sure if anyone's stepping it out, really. So I think we can just call it an estimate at this point. Far enough where this is quite a ways that you have traveled.
Yes.
And as you reach the end, there is another identical platform to the one you came in on, also on the right. It is about 6 feet above the tracks, and the rails continue further on to the north.
Is there any signage?
Nothing that you can see.
Interesting. I mean,
Are we
Let's-
concerned that this might go underneath the wall?
well,
Up until now, I wasn't concerned with that.
Well, let's go up there and let's see what train stop this is.
Yeah. Let's stop for a second. Well, okay, hold on. We also really want to get really far north, right? To get to like
How
the
far north
gate.
do we need to go? We need to get to
I
the
don't
north
know.
wall, western gate. or western wall, north gate. Can't remember which. Probably both the same.
That seems important. We should figure that out right now. That sounds important.
We have to get to the north gate.
In which wall?
The western
The
wall.
western wall.
Shut the fuck up.
You don't want to get to the
suggest-
western gate on the north wall because that would fuck everything up.
Yeah.
Let's.
That's the pizza delivery gate.
Oh, the DiGiorno gate.
No, that's not delivery.
Oh, the other one.
Yes.
Okay, so hear me out. I think we need to keep going north. Let's notate this platform, but keep going north. See if we hit another platform. See if these tracks stop. Yes?
Yeah, that sounds all right to me.
Let's go.
I mean,
I
we're
don't really
already
have a-
at this platform.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have a sense of how far the wall is from where we are right now.
I feel.
I
We
feel
don't
like
even know
we
where
should,
it is.
I really feel like we should take a look around as much as we can at this stop.
All right, Pragnar.
Is there a train map or like some sort of like
Yeah, anything at the
Subway
station.
map?
thing on the
Yeah.
platform that shows like where the train is going or coming
That's
from?
a great question, Quinn. An
I
amazing
asked. I
question.
already asked if there was any signage.
There is no
there
signage.
is no signage whatsoever.
But is there any mappage?
No, there is no mappage
Come on.
either.
Are there any runes or anything like carved into the walls or anything like that?
That would be signage.
Okay, any
It's
doors?
a yes. I think he's gonna say yes.
He's gonna say. Yeah.
Yes, there is a door. This is not just a random platform sitting in the middle of nowhere.
It could
There is
be.
a door.
Okay. To our
You're right.
east.
It could be, but it isn't.
To our
And it is
east.
to the east. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
A hot fudge sundae could. Wait, never mind. I started it off in reverse. I'm not going to complete it. I already failed.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's just take a quick peek through this door. Since Pragnar suggested it.
I did.
Is it
Okay.
just a normal door?
Yes, it is a normal door.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna crack it open, send Slim through. Let's see what we see.
The door creaks loudly.
Ah, shit! We forgot about the oil. I literally have a fucking perfume bottle, like a perfume like spray thing of oil in my inventory, and I forgot to use it.
That's concerning.
That's it is concerning when you say that. Yes.
Oh, when I say that after I roll die. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very concerning. We are all concerned. I'm concerned.
Yeah. Well, there's one more point of concern here. So, normally you expect the door to stop creaking after it stops moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's sort of still a hollow, echoey, almost creaky noise you hear.
Like that continues when the door stops moving.
Yes, it is continuing even now, and it's starting to get a little louder.
I don't like that. I really don't like
Nobody-
that.
Nobody checked the door for traps.
I'm gonna start running back to the group if they didn't come with me, like shuffling now, like definitely making like fast walking maybe, so that I'm not like dashing or making a lot of noise, but like Felix is like hustling his little legs back to the group and just like doing like the neck cut, like the no like this is not the door we are looking for, like kind of movement, and then just start pointing north. And like let's just keep moving. Let's just keep moving.
All right, let's get to it.
Does everybody
Yes,
follow? Does everybody
I
follow?
definitely. Yeah, Pragnar follows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. You know what? Yes, Hoblet. Hoblet. Okay. I'm gonna count down from 3, and we're gonna do 3, 2, 1, and on go. Right. So 3, 2, 1, go. You cast silence by the door, and I'll cast darkness by the door.
Wait, are we going on 1 or are we going on 3?
We're
or
going on
on
go. We're going on
We're
go.
going on go.
Yes.
Okay. Wait,
Three.
1, 2, 3, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
And I say go, and I cast darkness by the door.
And then a second later, Hoblet casts silence on the thing.
Okay, and then we're just running, just so that makes sure that way, like sight and sound is blocked for like that radius that the spells occupy, so that we can make more of an escape into the darkness north, before whatever is still creaking and coming closer can get to the door.
Was a second level.
They're all 5th level to me.
Yeah, some of us are gifted.
Suppose so. So everyone's running in kind of that cartoon, spinny legs fashion.
Yes.
All right. Is anybody not partaking in this Scooby-Doo gang kind of dashing away scene?
Or like the same bush keeps going in the background, like back and forth.
Oh yeah. Well, I only have like 2 cells in my brain here. And 2 animation cells in this picture.
It's safe to say we're all running then.
All right, everybody is running, and you guys start dashing along up this darkened hallway with naught but your dark vision. And does anybody have like a light spell? Or
yeah, we said that we said that Hedrick has light on a drumstick.
Hedrick still has it on the drumstick. Okay.
So
I'm doing shocking grasp akimbo and radiating whatever light that does.
Just like tickle fingers with shocky electricity coming off of them from.
That's what Pregnard is doing.
From the outside of these giant webbed fingers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's even casting its own little bit of flickering, dancing lights and a little bit of a static crackle in the air as you dash.
Definitely.
Edric is juxtaposed. I would say like a complementary color of glow to his drumsticks as he's cartwheeling and tumbling and flying and flipping through this dash that he has with the tumbling fool. He just flies through the air, spiraling with his drumsticks out.
It's more efficient that way.
Yeah, and in the dark like this, it's definitely got like sort of a laser light show kind of feel to it, with the lights spinning around on the end of the drumsticks and the tumbling and the flashing in the darkness.
Some laser Floyd going on.
Yeah. You guys make it probably another 500 feet before there is a loud bang somewhere in the hallway behind.
That's
what
cool.
What did you do?
All you have to do is breathe in the air.
Don't be afraid.
I don't know if I necessarily even want to stop to acknowledge it. I just want us to keep going. However, I do have quite the range for Slim, so I'm gonna like ask Jarrell like to hoist me up, so that I can just kind of freely control my familiar and still travel with the group.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
And since Slim is high in the air,
Slim is high up in this large tunnel of sorts,
and send her kind of, within viewing distance of the door, but not necessarily, like being very conspicuous, right? Just like
zipping along behind. Yeah. And as she travels back, and as the rest of you travel on forward, the loud howling noise begins anew, echoing loudly through the entire tunnel.
Yeah, that's her. Okay, Slim's coming back.
You hear with a loud echo, "I have not known you to create such weak illusions, my love. What are ye hiding?"
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So she's under the impression that he's just cheating on her, and that's what's going on.
And has been hiding. Maybe she's just like not come to terms with the fact that he's actually dead.
Right. She's believing that he's hiding with a whole bunch of probably dwarven prostitutes like clanging it.
Or maybe it's just been so long that she's picking up on the residual Hoblet vibes that are lingering around her living quarters.
No, it was Quinn who put the cologne on. It's just
Yeah.
That's not really an illusion, though.
No, the illusions were the silence and the darkness.
Oh.
To her.
What are you implying, friendo?
Well, I'm just saying, you've got the dwarven touch. I would imagine she's attuned
That's
to that
his
sort of
godmother you're talking about.
thing. Yeah, well, a signal's a signal, right? She might be a little confused right now.
God mother, right? Because
maybe she's just picking up on his trail. Who knows?
we can make whatever assumptions we want. The only thing I care about is not being anywhere in the warpath of that goddess.
Agreed.
So north we go.
Running ahead. And so, Felix, you have called Slim back and you're viewing through your own eyes once again?
Yes.
Good. You are, as soon as your vision returns to you and your eyesight focuses properly, I imagine there's a bit of a
Yeah, I'm sure there is. It makes sense.
You snap back into your own self. At about 90 feet, well within your dark vision range, but not within anyone else's yet, you can see the next train platform up ahead in the distance.
Aha, I saw it first.
What are the dimensions of this tunnel again?
It is 60 feet wide by, we're going to say it's a semicircle, so 60 feet high at the top, towards the center. The tracks you are following are more towards the right. They are about 15 feet in from the wall on the right, the east side.
Okay. So it's like 120 feet wide?
No, 60 feet wide and about 60 feet high.
Okay.
But, kind of arcing a little overhead.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, cavernous. I said a semicircle, but it's not because it would only be 30 feet high, and that's not high enough for me.
Cavernous.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like a long, tall arch is it feels very dwarven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Cathedral-like.
Well, not only that, a lot of these deities and people have been taller and massive in size, so they would need transportation.
Right. I'm also
some of them just grow constantly.
Right. Yeah, but that wasn't a dwarven deity. That was Saint Cuthbert the Cudgel, who was just growing a foot every time we mentioned him.
20 feet tall he was, if he was a foot.
Monster of a man.
The shuck of hair, red like fire. No, it was blonde, but
he was glowing blue, but it's fine.
Like fire.
So, anyways, I saw this platform first. So, do the tracks still continue north?
The tracks still continue north beyond this platform, even.
God damn.
Do we know about how far we've gone from one platform to the other?
Far.
Yeah. We probably weren't really paying attention to it since we were heading.
1,000 feet?
We only had to
2,000
pass our
feet?
quarters, from what the dead dwarf had said. Captain Corporal Cragg.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was definitely still back there, so I would still constitute as maybe her quarters. So maybe this is past the quarters?
No idea.
No signage at this platform either, I would assume.
No, there is none whatsoever.
I swear to God, we're gonna actually make it to the right platform, and it's gonna be like everything pointing like this. Your quest is this way, with a fucking flashing marquee, and it's just Anyways, single door to the east.
Yes, single door heading to the east. I gotta have some symmetry in my design here.
Mm-hmm, of course.
I just don't know any train platforms that don't have maps that show.
Well, this isn't any normal train platform.
Trains?
This is some sort of transportation system
There's
of
just
the gods
one
here,
plaque.
man.
There's just one plaque that says in dwarven runes, gate hopping is a punishable offense.
I've already committed to there not being anything, though.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna walk up to this door, and I'm going to pull out the oil flask I have with the perfume spritzer on top, and I'm going to spritz the shit out of every visible hinge I could see.
Okay. The noise is getting louder from behind, by the way.
Oh, fuck. I didn't realize the noise was still following us. That would have dramatically changed my approach here, in that I would not have stopped to do this. I thought she was still just like.
Sorry, I'm not doing a good enough job of narrating the escalating action here. As you are, yes, now being chased up this tunnel, or as you can presume, it's tough to tell. A door got blasted in. There's howling noises. It's getting louder. You're being yelled at about your weak illusions.
Yeah, we're in that case.
It's not
No.
going
In that case, no. I'm signaling that we still just keep going north. Like, let's just keep trying to go.
Yeah. This is a outrun the clock
Mm-hmm.
situation.
Okay, good. So you guys want to keep going past this platform?
I would say, yeah, if we can, right? We want to keep running.
Again, I don't know how far we want to go. We could end up back in the battlefield.
From under
very
here?
easily. Yeah.
We're just suddenly going to run out into the battlefield? And no,
what if we out?
no time to debate. Go.
All right, so running along you guys do into further darkness, and making it about 250 feet, you encounter some large stone doors that block the way.
Fuck.
So we're past the
train track?
platform.
Do the tracks go through the doors?
The tracks run under the doors, yes.
Okay.
Anything else around here?
No, there is nothing else. These doors appear to provide a hard stop at the end of the track.
Okay. Hold on. Range on this. Fuck. That's not good.
Cast silence on the doors and we'll open them.
You are 250 feet away from those doors.
Oh, well, then we keep going to the doors.
Oh, are you talking about the big stone doors in front of
Yes. Yes.
Are we going to be able to open those?
I don't know.
And we can't go back now. We ran past the other one, so...
Yeah, it kind of seems like we're stuck. Honestly, in this moment, we could have gone up that platform, and who knows what we would have seen up there, but at least we know what we're facing down here.
Uh-huh. Listen, okay, I did this. That was my plan, and I'm sticking to it, so... Fuck. No, because she's called that a cheap illusion, then, like, she's gonna hear through whatever bullshit we do here. I don't know what to do. Does anyone... Hey, Quinn, how many people can you make invisible? That's probably not good enough either.
She's probably going to see through that.
Two? Well, I can make 2 people greater invisible.
Wait. Idea. Everybody? Does anybody have anything that can give them, like, breathing? Or does anyone feel good about holding their breath for a little bit?
I can hold my breath indefinitely underwater. Or I can just breathe. I can just breathe underwater.
Couldn't you make a
shape
bubble
water around
your
face,
head?
then.
Right.
Shape water around your
Yes,
head.
I could.
Okay.
I can. do
Anyone
that.
else have any way to, keep to breathe in an area where there's not going to be a lot of air after like 10 minutes? I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Everybody hop in my fucking bag of holding. Everybody, hop in my bag of holding. We're going to step off the
Even
tracks and off to the side. Everybody, hop in my bag of
Okay.
holding.
Here we go.
And I open the bag up, and obviously it stretches because it's a bag of holding, right? And just I'm gonna step in, 1 foot at a time. Go right now.
All right.
I'll meet you in there.
Pergnat's been waiting for this. He is first in.
You all want to get into a bag of holding with Hoblet in a codpiece. I just want to be.
It's an extra dimensional space.
Don't
that I
want
kind of,
to.
Just don't worry
I'm
about
gonna
it.
be right up on you though.
Get in there.
There might be all this extra.
There's no time for
dimensional
debate.
space.
Everybody get
I'm
in.
in. You and your fucking.
Has
plans.
everyone gotten in?
Yep.
Well, yes.
Sure.
The
Yeah.
first thing you all notice is the exquisite paisley upholstery that covers every surface of the inside of this space. The walls, the ceiling, the floors, the chairs, even the tables, interestingly enough, ever so slightly cushioned with a sort of a diamond quilted paisley pattern on the inside.
I was hoping for Aberrask.
Unfortunately, his bag of holding is a Vera Bradley.
I have to pee there, Bradley.
Oh my god.
Boo this man!
Boo. So everybody gets in my bag of holding then?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone is in the bag of holding.
And then I will hop in after them. Right? But what I'm gonna do is like you're gonna see like it's like okay, so at the top of this bag of holding, right, is sort of like you can see like that little just like almost like a vacuous space, where everyone kind of just dropped through, but then you just kind of fall in there like nice and comfortably, right? It's extra dimensional space. But you can see Felix's legs are dangling down from this like void. But what I'm doing is I'm holding on to the edge of the bag and just like peeking out of like the slightly open flap, like just off the side from like the stone doors, you know what I mean? And I'm just like watching what happens.
This is excellent.
So you are literally hanging in the border of like an ethereal or astral realm, like inside the bag.
Like half of my body is in the bag, half of my body is out of the bag.
Excellent. You're just sort of holding yourself up with upper body strength, right?
Yeah. Just
okay. After about 30 seconds, you start to see a bit of a light in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, after 30 seconds, your arms are starting to get a little bit shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
We're about to do the rest of this
35 seconds.
podcast from the inside of a bag of holding.
Berronar True Silver is getting a little bit closer. And I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
Add plus
Sure,
4.
I'm giving out.
I'm not within 10 feet of you, Jarrell.
How are you not within 15 feet? I'm in your bag.
Oh, 15 feet. Yeah, okay. Then that's fine.
Because it's interdimensional space.
Extra dimensional.
Extra dimensional, interdimensional.
right,
Intergalactic, interplanetary.
I'll take the 4.
Planetary, intergalactic.
14.
14. Okay, you're holding yourself up right now, but you're really doing some pretty violent shaking. Like, you're having a hard time here.
It's okay. It's a cloth bag. It's fine.
Can any of us, like, reach his feet?
Yeah.
We would have to stack about 3 of you on top of each other's shoulders.
We can do that.
Can we do that so I can inspire him to make sure that he can hold?
Please.
There's also a ladder like against the walls of one of these like furnished rooms in my bag of holding.
It's your bag of holding. You sort of determine the reality.
Well, and there's also like ladders on bookshelves, like where all the tomes that Felix has stored in his bag of holding are all neatly organized on these bookshelves. And there's like a ladder that kind of slides across the bookshelves.
But I'm sure
I
the
always figured
bookshelves
there would
aren't
be
that
like
tall.
I always figured there would be like an attendant inside of a bag of holding, because how can you just reach in and pull out?
Because you just think about what you want and you pull it out. That's how the bag works. It's magical.
Like the guy gives it to you. The guy just knows what you want and hands it to you.
You know what? You know what? I love the flavor of this, and it's my bag of holding, so fuck it. Like, I'll just make up something. Yeah.
Good. A man who looks just like the Ask Jeeves mascot appears in the middle of the bag.
But he's undead.
Yes, even better. I love that. Undead Jeeves, monocle and all. And the monocle actually, upon closer inspection, appears to be a gem or crystal of some sort.
Ooh.
I was getting more of like an Inside Out vibe. Where like everything's in shelves. And then there's these little mechanical things that just kind of like do it all.
Nope,
There's Jeeves now.
I have an undead butler named Jeeves that lives in my bag.
Yes, you now have an undead butler named Jeeves because it's fantastic. He lives only inside your bag of holding now.
Yeah, he exists only to bring me the things that I think about when I reach into it.
Also, this is like perfect. I feel like there's a few elements in Felix's character that are like just unabashedly dark and like very kind of like evil, but
not.
Felix's delivery is just like accepting enough that like, or just like warm enough that like he's not actually evil, but some of this shit is pretty shady. He just has an undead butler inside of a
listen, my you guys don't necessarily know too much about this, but my patron is, patron of the undying, so that's where my power comes from. So I figured it's just part of the flavor of, whatever magic I would have, bestowed upon my magical items. Anyhoozle, I'm peeking out of the bag. My feet still.
Yes, you are out of the bag. Now, are people going to be helping by doing a stack of people all trying to, push him up by the feet?
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
I will lift up. Let's see. I guess it's probably best to do what Quinn and Hedrick. Who's the tallest?
You are.
So we got. Oh, I know. So we got to stack.
The three of us.
Oh, I
We
know.
need three of us
Oh,
though.
I know. I'm only 5'9".
I'm also not much taller than you, but yeah. We're still the tallest people.
Well, we kind of determined this is like a 15-foot ceiling, right? So.
Yeah.
It has to be three of you. And I
If
don't want to.
us.
I don't want to put Hedrick on Pregnart. Because Pregnart's slippery.
I could take it. Oh, right. Because of the coefficient of friction more than the strength. Got it.
Whoever is stacking on top of Jarrell, just make a basic acrobatics check.
The 2 bars. Let's go.
I'll go in the middle then. So I'll get on top of Jarrell. Where's my D20? So. 13, but I'm going to use my adult onset inspiration.
Hey,
because I don't think that's good enough.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Nice.
17.
17, yeah, that'll do it. It's a little wobbly, but you find your footing on top of Jarrell's shoulders. Who's the last one who's going to bridge the gap here?
Hedrick is going to inspire Felix.
Yep. I have to reach the top.
Harry, I've reached the top. Sorry.
So let me get this straight. You're going to reach the top by climbing on Quinn's shoulders?
On top of Jarrell.
Oh.
Yes.
I
Take
love
burn.
it.
It just seemed metaphorical.
What do you got, Hedrick? What do you got?
I was looking something up and I had something in my head.
Well, you got to do your acrobatics check first.
Yeah, sure. $18 plus 13.
Yeah, that does it. So you are able to make this Moxious maneuver with a plum.
Nice.
And now Felix
Yeah.
feels literally
Yes.
supported by his friends.
And Felix is literally supported by his friends who have piled upon each other and, hopped on literally to support you in your endeavor.
Jeeves just has 1,000-yard stare, out until he's looking at literally nothing and just standing in the middle of this room. He's not responding or doing anything to anyone else here.
You see Hedrick looking down at Quinn, verifying his last foothold. And then he looks up to the dangling gnome feet.
Uh-huh.
And he reaches up and he goes, "Oh, Felix, Felix." And just reaches hold of your ankle.
I can't hear it, but I can feel it.
Yeah, hoping that you do register
The bardic
1d10 worth
I'll
of
take it.
inspiration.
You'll see from through the void, my little hand comes down with a thumbs up, and then it returns back up because I'm being supported now.
Moving our camera, shifting our perspective to the top and the outside of the bag, and what Felix is seeing. Berronar True Silver barrels down to the end of the hallway. Just past the doors. Or, just past the, just past the platform and close enough where she is well within eyesight. Looks around menacingly. Nice narrow stare and a long pause. Tension building. Before she kicks one of the rail ties in disgust, it's shattering beneath her foot, and she stomps that back down away.
I'm gonna wait until she's no longer in my eyesight.
A few seconds later, she does depart.
Okay, I'm gonna pull myself out of my bag of holding and then think to myself, Hoblet, and reach into my bag and pull Hoblet out.
How does it manifest on the inside?
That's a great question. Okay, Jeeves walks over to Hoblet, hoists him up effortlessly, and just throws him into the air and through the void and into my hand.
Can we call him Unjeeves?
Unjeeves, I love it.
Unjeeves, okay, I'm writing that down.
I have to write that down too.
Are they connected by a Unjeeves cord?
He just makes like this weird like guttural sound as he does it. He just like, just like horrible, like, dead.
Oh yes, an
sound.
absolute terrible dark utterance in some sort of forgotten tongue.
Yep.
Mangled by the fact that his jaw barely does add anything anymore.
Right. And yeah, and just.
But you can kind of hear the monocle. It kind of sounds a little distinguished.
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely menacing glints from the monocle.
And then I'm going to do the same thing for each of my party members one at a time.
It is equally disturbing for each of you through your perspective as you are jerked up very quickly and with very little respect for things like momentum or gravity.
Just the way Hedrick lacks it.
And then we're all back, in
Yes,
the room.
you are all popped back into reality.
Reattach the bag of holding to my equipment.
Bag of holding is reattached, and you are left in the darkness, more or less unscathed.
Felix, even though he doesn't have to breathe anymore, does let out a sigh of relief. Okay, so I say that the last platform we hit should be the one we should go through. Let's go quietly and slowly. We don't need another close call like that.
All right. So those sound like the marching orders.
That sounds good.
Okay, back to the
All right.
last platform we encountered prior to these stone doors.
Yes. Back to the last platform, and what you do notice is the door that is there, was there. It appears to have been ripped off its hinges and flung to the other side of the cavernous track area.
Well,
Well,
don't
It
she
you
seems
was
to
oil
be
the
like
hinges?
a little grumpy.
Little grumpy. Unhinged, in fact.
Oh,
Aha.
She and the door.
Alright, well, gonna do the whole traditional still send Slim into whatever room she, uncovered before we go in there.
Sounds good. This is a 25-foot hallway. The door at the other end is intact. It is also closed.
It's okay. That's fine. I'm gonna signal we all walk into that door. Walk towards that door.
Maybe oil it first.
Oh, I'm gonna oil the fuck out of this
Do we
door.
do we see the hinges?
You can see the hinges from here as this door opens outwards towards you.
Okay, I will take out my little oil flask and spritzer and just on every hinge, and even if it's a pull ring or a knob, on that too, to make sure there is no rubbing of metal sound anywhere at all.
The door is well lubricated.
Perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and just gently pull on this lubricated door and send Slim through when it's open wide enough for her to slide her way in.
You enter a 25 by 25 foot room, virtually identical to the first room you entered coming into the residence. There are doors at the north, south, and east, and the one in the west from which you have just entered. There are several tables with chairs in the middle of the room, and there are 8 sconces on the walls and equally spaced out throughout.
Okay. North?
Yes.
All right. You all proceed to the north door, which is closed, by the way.
Yep. Same deal. Can I see hinges on this one?
This one opens outward, so you cannot see the hinges, no.
Okay. Someone careful? Want to try to... Oh, wait, I forgot. I have advantage on dexterity checks still. It hasn't been an hour yet, I don't think. Maybe it has.
Not yet.
I'm going to try to very quietly open this door.
The door mechanisms open with nary a sound, as you are able to lubricate those properly. The hinges do let out a little bit of a squeak as you begin to push.
Okay, after the first squeak, I do stop. Just like look around, listen.
How big are the gaps around the door?
It's a pretty standard door. At this point, it's been opened enough where there's maybe about 1 millimeter of space in between the door and the jamb.
Oh my god, that's a very exact door.
It's been opened just a little bit at this point.
Are you trying to do your thing, Pregnar?
I guess not. I can't.
Is there a gap underneath the door?
Yeah, probably about 1/2 inch.
Can't do it.
Damn. Okay. If there's still no like dramatic... Oh, hold on. Let's close the door that led out to the tracks, if we haven't already. Make sure we close that behind us so that now any noise we make is isolated to this small room.
Okay. That door is now closed. It was
And then
not
I
before,
will-
but now it is.
Now we'll continue to gently push on this northern door.
The door gives out a light, low squeak as you continue to push.
Oh, I hate it.
Nothing happens.
Okay, when it's about 1 foot wide, I stop. Or foot like open, like, you know.
Oh yeah, well, it's a foot open, which leaves it about 1/2 inch to 1 inch or so wide open at the right side. But, still a foot on the left. You could probably get the nozzle of your thing through and oil it now.
I'm gonna use this ability I have.
Ooh.
Or rather, I'm gonna tell Felix.
Give me your oil spray.
I hand it to Pregnar.
Trust me.
And then I shift form, and at level 14 I gain the ability to enter a liquid state while moving, so I can squeeze. This is the big reveal, guys. I squeeze through small spaces, at least 3 inches in diameter. So if the door is open, a foot or a 1/2 foot, said.
It's a foot.
I'm
Yeah,
going in.
even a 1/2 foot. Yeah, that qualifies, right?
I'm going in.
What does it look like when Pregnard assumes a liquid form?
I forget what we discussed, but it was something along the lines of when Alex Mack.
Yes,
or
that's right.
Evil
That's right.
1000.
Yes.
Or my favorite of this visual effect, Odo from Deep Space Nine.
Ooh.
And when I'm in this liquid state, you will refer to me as Constable. And but greenish in tone, not like a golden or like a bluish tint. Alex Mack was kind
Greenish
of bluish,
in
I think,
tone.
but greenish in tone, but I feel like I can still at least support this bottle of oil until I move through it, and I will reform on the other side and spray the hinges.
Now, I'm not sure if the oil becomes liquid while you're carrying it.
I mean, the rest of his
or-
possessions seem to, right? If he can carry the rest of those with him. So I'm going to guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so you're able to take the oil through that very narrow gap, and we're going to retcon it back to 3 inches to showcase the ability better.
Yeah, so I can squeeze in there.
Yes, that's exactly what we need to be doing. Is I need to set this up to showcase abilities because it sounds way more fun.
That's pretty cool.
Showy. So yes, the door was 3 inches the whole time, and I'll fight anyone who says different. And Pregnart in liquid form is able to squeeze through this gap and oil the door before any more further hints are made as to your location.
Yep, and then we, I continue
I
opening
will
the door.
atomize that oil all over the hinges.
Yep, and this door, now well lubricated, opens with nary a sound. The
Beautiful.
hallway continues on through quite dim light for about 40 feet.
Okay.
Just liquid leapfrogged that situation.
Say what?
Wow. Wow. Way to jump to conclusions there.
Doors are a real thing in this campaign. It has always been a thing. It will continue to be a thing.
Yep.
Oh, another singular door on the other end.
Another singular door at the other end.
Hinges visible.
Hinges are visible, opens in toward you.
Well, since Berronar still has the spray, I'm just gonna, point to the hinges.
Spray, spray, spray. Spritz, spritz, spritz. Oily hinges go.
And
Yep,
then
Berronar
set
knows
this down.
something about oily surfaces and is able to lubricate the door effectively and efficiently.
That is my favorite type of surface.
And let's open.
And the door opens into a much more conventionally dwarven area. A hallway about 80 feet high and 150 feet at its widest in front. Well, at its longest in front of you.
It
also
stretches out straight.
continues-
As I say, it stretches out north.
It's north, and that is the width. The tunnel also goes very far off to both the east and the west. This room appears to be a very large corridor of some sort.
Did we change any elevation at some point? Because I feel like if we were to go west, right, we would be intersecting.
You would probably be intersecting the gate at ground level. Or at least the wall at ground level heading west from here.
Okay.
I mean, the land outside is not uniformly level, probably. So
Maybe. Or I lost track of elevation at some point. Doesn't really matter.
Okay. No, just
Well,
just
I
curious.
think they brought a leveling crew through here.
we're about like a cudgel's height above sea level, I think.
Like that.
Who's cudgel though? Your cudgel or my cudgel?
Oh my god. All right. So this hall, you said it also goes east.
Yes. It goes east and west. There are very large pillars, probably about 20 feet in diameter, going from floor to ceiling, every 100 feet or so along the hallway, and in rows, maybe about 20 feet out from the north and south walls of this. There are torches all over the place, and things are pretty well lit here.
Okay. So, if the gate's to the west, and we've gone as far north as we can go, I think we actually have to now start going east to find maybe the gatehouse, because we don't need to go necessarily to the gatehouse itself, right? I remember Valen said something about we had to find the anvil was maybe to bring 0 here. I don't know if the anvil can also open that gate or like the portal, right, from one end of the keep to the other. It seemed to be that was the method to create the portals.
Right.
So let's just. And we don't want to intersect the gate at ground level. We're not trying to get there ourselves. We're trying to find a way to bring troops there. So, okay, let's head west. Let's just see what let's head west first. See what it looks like over there, right? See the area we're supposed to bring people to, and then head east if the anvil's not that way.
All right, so you plan on heading west first.
West first.
All right. This very large tunnel continues off to the west for something like even almost a quarter mile before you see any signs of life. Off in the distance, though, you do see what appears to be a fire off in the distance.
Okay, this might be the forge. Or maybe a bad thing, like a fire, an actual fire, like something's on fire.
Well, it could also just be troops that we need to communicate with.
Let's find out.
And as you get closer, it does appear that there are some sort of humanoids around a campfire down at the end of the hallway here.
Good.
Just beyond them are vast iron doors that cover the entire width and height of this hallway leading outwards.
That's probably the forge or the gate or something. So
That's probably the gate. All right,
That's
so
a big clue.
let's maybe go. interact with those humanoids, talk to them, see what they know,
Yes.
and then go find the anvil. So let's approach. Jarrell, you lead the way, though. You look the most regal and, like, I guess, godly among us, right? So just you go first, bud.
Pregnart holds Jarrell's hand.
Hold on. We're not necessarily hiding anymore, correct?
No.
Yeah, are you gonna want to put your armor back on?
Yeah.
Just take the however long it takes for you to fucking
It does
don
take
your
10
armor.
minutes, and I mean,
minutes.
Pregnart and Hedrick have to help me, but I'm not walking up to these guys in my pajamas, pretty much.
Yeah.
And Hoblet should
you
cover his
dressed?
ass.
I feel like in this situation,
You know-
appropriate clothes are inappropriate.
Right.
Okay, so Jarrell is getting changed. Is anyone else altering their wardrobe choices at any point?
No, I'm not.
Hoblet still got his
Hoblet?
ass out.
I light up my cod piece. Do I put my armor back on? All right. I'll get decent.
Oh, okay. Well, wait. What does that mean for
Okay.
you, though?
I'll follow Jarrell's lead.
Okay.
It can't take any longer than Jarrell putting the whole plate mail armor on.
Hmm.
Right.
Pregnart puts on his dress beard.
The special
I forgot
moss.
about the beard,
What's
right?
the difference between the dress beard and the regular beard?
It's bedazzled, of course.
Oh, it's bedazzled, of course.
Still made
I
of
should've
moss, though,
known.
right?
Isn't the difference?
It's still made of moss. It just has little rhinestones in it. It just looks more magical.
I am freshening up since now I potentially am allowed to be freshened up.
Oh, God.
I like
I
how we
still
have
I
no
still
idea who these people are up ahead, but we're just committing
Yeah,
to like
exactly.
looking at just outlandish and
Uh-huh.
seeming just very
Vanilla and lavender. That's what I smell like right now.
Now we never decided, is it vanilla soaked in lavender or is it lavender soaked in vanilla?
Yes.
Anyway, let's approach these guys.
Valander is what I call it.
Valander, okay. Good to know.
Vanilvander.
Vanilvander.
And
Valander by Quinn.
Once in my armor, Jarrell will walk up. Greetings from Lady Verlin. I am Lord Jarrell Light. Of who do I have the pleasure of addressing?
And about 15 dwarves snap up to attention and whip out swords, axes, whatever armaments they can. They're all really scraggly looking, long white hair, beards reaching to the floor, shaky hands looking at you with wild eyes. Who are you?
I just
Just said
introduced myself.
truly, that's the only
Did I
thing.
know who you are?
Hoblet maybe comes to the front. Good evening, friendos. I'm Hoblet, the Smasher.
Smasher! I don't buy that. There's no smashers in heaven.
He pulls out Trixie and maybe
Fair.
slams her down on the ground. I'm sure that I have like a family crest or something, right? There's got to be
Sure.
something, but I feel like maybe just a Trixie smash. Is he not impressed?
Ooh, it sounds
I th-
authentic.
Sounds like he might want to sing the Smasher Clan song.
No. We can't. We can't do it again.
Jarrell will speak up again. We have been tasked by Lady Verlin to open the gate. It's the north.
Nobody asked
Hey.
you up there. There's an adult down here. I want to talk to him.
I hate dwarves.
I know there's no smashers in heaven. I've met smashers. But here they are. So what are you doing here?
We're passing through. My friends and I are looking to open the gate, the north gate on the west wall.
Wait. You do know what's going on out there, right?
Of course.
Do you know the opening the gate with 15 of us and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of ye is not going to go so well.
What?
He turns around and points at Jarrell. That trap over there counts as like 3 guys.
No, well, hold on. What my esteemed dwarven friend here is trying to say, I hope they have some respect for me, because, gnomes and dwarves do coexist together in some places, is that we're trying to open a gate to bring reinforcements to this gate. We need to create a shortcut for the troops to travel from the southern part of the fortress to here. Lady Valen herself has tasked us to do this.
Well, why didn't she say so? I swear, they get like no oxygen up there.
I was trying to say so.
We both just did Juhabba and I both just try to shush Jarrell?
Right, like I'm literally gonna turn around and just look at him like,
don't just leave it.
Honorable Longbeards, I am just asking, where is the Great Anvil? We were told that this would be a way to open a portal to allow the troops to come here and reinforce you.
Wait, the madman actually built it. That crazy son of a bitch. His wife will kill him if she knew.
Okay,
Or 7 other people.
I'm assuming you don't know where this is then.
Hey! The hell, we've got nothing better to do is sitting around the fire by giant gates that we've got no intention of opening. We can't very well guard what's going on the inside against the ravening hordes of hell. Whereas if we'll go look for it. Let's go, laddies!
Yeah, sure, yeah. Let's go.
And that is where we're going to call our episode for this evening. It was sort of a good place. We're going to shift some gears and, a little bit, make this a slightly different sort of venture, a little less sneaky, maybe a little more expository. But if you do like us, or if, you really don't like us, really don't like us, well, hopefully if you like us, we can be found on the internet. We're in such places as Reddit.com/r/Hapless Heroes Podcast. We are on Facebook. Search for Hapless Heroes Podcast. On both Twitter and the Gram at Hapless Heroes will take you to our socials there. All of those have some sort of promoted or pinned or top or sticky post that will take you to the crown jewel of our internet presence, our Discord server, where you can interact with us on a daily basis and where we would love for you to come and join in our growing community. If you really like us, though, leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. Now, if the podcast service of your choice, I assume you have one by the time you've gotten to this episode, this deep in this series. If you don't, please go back at least to a recap. But anyway, if you've got one of those services of your choice and it lets you leave a 5-star review, please leave one for us. If it doesn't, come to our Discord. We've got a channel there called 5 Stars where you can leave us a review for us. If you leave it in either of those places, we can read it on air so that we can recognize you as the 5-star human being that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, you could donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/Hapless Heroes, where there are a variety of reward tiers, and some have got some pretty cool stuff. There may or may not be tasteless nudes involved. I'm not going to confirm nor deny.
Or tasteful.
Yeah.
We settled on tasteless news really recently.
Yeah, we know us.
Or nudes of neutral taste.
really over the line stuff.
You won't find those listed there, but
There's tasteful nudes, there's tasteless nudes, and there's taste nudes, which I don't know what those look like.
yeah.
But
what you will actually find there are a bunch
Scratch
of
and taste nudes.
bloopers and behind the scenes audio and just things that we like when I just let the microphones roll before and after an episode. Leads to some great conversations and some silly shit that we get up to. It's all there just to give back to you guys, plus a ton of other stuff. So go check it out.
And if you like us, right now you like us, Sally Field, and the whole deal, go out and murder yourself a serial killer and use the heart of Damballa to transfer their soul into the nearest item. Might be a good guy doll, who knows? Might be any kind of doll. Then freeze that doll with liquid nitrogen and plunge it into some sort of case and make that case be, a part of a space mining operation that will go out, and eventually that doll will find itself in a mech suit once it defrosts, and so there'll be the soul of a serial killer inside of a doll, inside of a mech suit, and
It's like one of those Russian nesting dolls of murder.
yeah, and then that they'll put on a magic show, and at the very end they'll plug our podcast.
Thank you.
I think
We, the Russian nesting dolls of murder, bid you farewell. We will see you next week. We're going to outro our cast before this gets any weirder, starting with my left with Hobbled the Smasher, played by James.
Was an interesting quest.
To his left, Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind, played by Mike.
I was helpful.
To his left, we have Pregnard, played by Zach.
I'm hoping I can become goo again.
To his left, we have Hedrick the Entertainer, played by Phil.
I think it's time we hammer down.
To his left, we have Lord Jarrell the Light, played by John.
Until next time.
And to his left, we have the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom, played by Francesco.
On to the next plan.
My name is Dave. I've been your host and Dungeon Master for this evening. Join us next week as we maybe move a little further in the plot here, with or without railroad tracks. Bye-bye now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
It's like if Chucky was an Aliens. That's what I'm going for here. It's like
Yeah.